Hello and welcome to this vlog. This is about me as a au pair in Paris, an American in Paris during COVID, and what a Sunday in my life looks like right now. And I'm not going to spend too long on this getting ready scene because it is honestly the least important and interesting part of my day. So let's just jump into it. So today is Sunday. I just finished getting ready for the day. I just finished eating Chipotle for breakfast. And we are gonna go shopping because it is literally the only thing that we can do. I don't think my American friends and family understand this. I get why it's confusing, but literally everything is closed but shops. Like museums are closed, movie theaters are closed, restaurants are closed, bars are closed, everything is closed besides shops, like the places you buy clothing or like food items. Obviously grocery stores have always been open, books, that's pretty much all you can do is shop. So we have really been stimulating the French economy because that's all we can do. So we just basically go to the mall every day when we want to hang out somewhere indoors since it's like freaking cold out. And then if we want to go outdoors, we'll go to a park because you're allowed to go to parks. But like when it's like, 36 degrees out, sometimes we just want to go to a mall, especially a day like today where it's raining, maybe sleeting, maybe snowing. So yeah, that's the plan. Yes, this is a product of so much shopping, but now a part of my day is picking out which scrunchie to wear. Since I'm going pink today, I'm gonna go with this scrunchie. I also love this pink scrunchie, but it's a little like too pink. And this is more of like my pink, my signature pink. So yeah, got my scrunchie ready for the day to begin. Another thing that I wear literally every day in the wintertime is this. I have another one that's maroon that's a little bit thicker, but I've come to really love this one. And even though it doesn't really match the rest of my pinks, like we're still gonna go with it because it is an essential. I'm Texan. I'm not used to the Paris cold. I know it's not as bad as like Canada or whatever, but like still really freaking cold for me. I don't know how I feel about wearing this with a little bit of hair peeking out the front, but I'm gonna go with it. It's not normally how I wear it. And so I have about like 20 minutes before I have to leave because today we're going shopping in La Defense and it's straightforward for me to get there from my house. So I think I'm going to clean up my room a little bit because that is something I desperately need to do. Okay, I talked about 5 million things while I recorded this footage of me cleaning my room, and I do think I said some interesting things, but ultimately I don't have time for 10 minutes of just me talking in this vlog, so I'm speeding this up and cutting this footage so that we can get into our day. Okay, I'm gonna flip this camera around and show you what I bring with me to Paris each day. Okay, honestly, my room is a ton cleaner, but I have to leave in a minute, so I'm not going to keep working on it. I try to bring a water bottle with me every day. I just refill these water bottles. I got this in Germany, actually. I just have still refilled this for the past 3 months because it's really lightweight and, I don't know, it's easy. And if I really didn't want to carry it for some reason, I could just throw it away. Need an umbrella today because it might sleet, just in case. My wallet, hand sanitizer, AirPods and keys. This is like my everything I basically need to leave the house all right here. I have my credit card. I have my Navigo pass to use like any type of public transportation. And then the last thing that I have is this bag because like they don't have bags here. It's like if you live in Austin, Texas, or I'm sure like San Francisco or Seattle or like a bunch of other places, bags are like illegal. You have to charge for them or they have to be paper or whatever. So I just always take this. I got this when I bought shoes in Albi and like I just got it for free and it goes down so small and is so lightweight but carries so much. So I just put this in my bag and I take my iPad with me sometimes when I have something that I want to read. Ooh, that's my timer to go. And then the other thing that I take with me is hand lotion because it's winter. I have gum in there, I have tampons, and I have like Vaseline for my lips. So yep, that is it, and we gotta hit the road, y'all. I'm walking to the train. Normally I would not opt for this mask. It's hard to breathe through, but it was the only one available. I don't buy my own masks. I'm very lucky. My host family has like an unlimited supply, but they're all dirty right now. I'm really excited for where we're going today because it is La Defense, so like it's straight on the A. So basically I only have to take one train to get there, so I'm very happy about that. I love just being able to get on a train and sit and like wait. I am worried about my ability to talk to my friends in my mask because a lot of times I talk like non-stop, and it's hard when every time you take a breath you're like suffocating. So I wish I had my favorite mask on today, but you know, gotta deal with what we have. I just wanted to show y'all a little bit about my walk to the train station. I only live about 4 minutes away from the train station, which I absolutely love, and it's really important that you are aware of your location when selecting a host family, because especially if you're out in the suburbs, like if it is a 15-minute train to Central Paris like it is for me, a 5-minute walk makes it like 20 minutes until you're at Central Paris. And if it is a 10-minute walk away, that turns into 25 minutes. I don't know what all this sand is about. I've literally never seen this happen at my train stop. So we have 2 minutes until my train is here. And just a little French lesson while we're waiting. Train, obviously we know that one in English. Sans, we also use this in English. Think like sans serif. It means without. And stop is arrêt, so that's the only like word that you might not know, but yeah, it's just saying the train isn't going to stop. So train sans arrêt. Something important to keep in mind is that if you're getting on an RER train, which are basically the trains that go into the suburbs, like this one, you're gonna have to press that button. If you just wait for the doors to open, they never will, and the train will literally just leave you. I sat in this little individual seat, which is my favorite spot to sit, and here a homeless man came and put a little card basically saying that he was in need, he's out of work, and stuff like that. I just gave a little bit of money because I really like if, you know, people are not intrusive in the way that they ask for it, so I like to, I guess, kind of reward that. And all of the train signs were out, and there are some ways that you can figure out how to navigate even if all the train signs are not working, and I think I'll make another video about transportation in Paris. Okay, I got a cappuccino, way too hot, so I took off my headband and I'm looking at brushes right now. We spent the morning in Sephora. We actually spent like forever in here. Something we've realized is because the only thing we can do is shop, we just go to different malls, but we go to the same shops. Like I've probably been to Sephora at least 5 times this month, and a lot of the times I don't buy anything. I didn't buy anything today.
That's crazy.
We found some baby perfume. For babies, I guess.
You would waste the money on that.
What is it? One thing that makes no sense to me is the fact that museums are closed but stores are open, and a museum is just a store where you can't touch anything. That's one of the COVID regulations that just has never quite made sense to me. Really wanted these hair lights, but Laura said she had a, quote, bad feeling about them, so I didn't get them. Oh, it's actually really snowing.
I've never seen it at all. Wow, it's pretty and then like very positive.
Oh my
I'm so excited.
Can you show me the keychain part?
Yes. So it just hooks
Wow,
onto your
that's so
bag and it's a cute little Santa Claus.
Next, we headed to the Chipotle next door.
American enough.
Yeah, I'm too French now. I can't do Chipotle for 2 days in a row.
Well, you had it today.
You did have it for breakfast.
Yeah, that's the thing. I already had it today for breakfast, so.
I had my chips when I came back last night too.
Amy getting her very first Chipotle. Now we can remember this moment forever. No. He's American.
My finger's pretty hard.
Oh my god.
And she's doing it all on her own. How brave.
Hi world. Welcome to me trying Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
Ready, Jamie?
Okay, so I'm gonna get some good rice on here.
Yeah,
And some
get a good bite.
need a bit of meat. Need a bit of everything. Okay. Oh my god. What do you think?
Do you like it?
Chipotle is my life.
Yeah.
Yes!
I didn't think that'd be so good.
The Canadian likes Chipotle.
Like fasted.
Jamie is gonna stay in Paris. Laura's gonna stay in Paris. Rebecca's hopefully gonna be in Marseille or like
Hi, everyone.
in Eastern Europe or so. I don't know.
Welcome to our vlog.
But hopefully in Marseille, and then Karen's hopefully gonna be in Switzerland, or maybe hopefully you don't get Switzerland, which is your first choice.
No, you're hoping that Karen and I both don't get our first choice.
Okay, you don't know if it's your first choice yet. You just know that you would feel compelled to do it if you got it because it's a competitive program. So
Take France. Yeah.
at least I'm not wishing for you to not get Marseille anymore, which was the attitude I had at first.
I would have so much fun, like, being a vlogger. Hey, everyone.
You should start a vlog.
No, I actually do. I would have fun being on yours. I would have fun doing
I don't want to do the editing. I just want to like start
Yeah.
right now. And then train tickets are all refundable up to like 3 days before. So that's why I was like, we should go somewhere we can take a train to.
Do y'all want to go like outside of Ile-de-France if they say we can?
Yeah, we can. Perfectly.
I'm just worried they're gonna change their mind like mid-vacation like last time, and it's gonna be
I'm
stressful.
gonna be so mad because
Cause they did that to Rebecca last time, and she had to like come back early.
back early.
When was that?
No, okay.
No, in October.
Okay, now it's lockdown. Oh, yeah, now it's on Wednesday. And I was supposed to come back Friday, and so then I changed it to come back Thursday because it started that.
What dates is everyone actually free? From the weekend before or from not Monday?
I think from the weekend before, cause I never work weekends. I don't know why that would change.
I don't know about this one, but it might be like Sunday or Monday, depending on what happens.
To be fair though, if they put us in lockdown during the break like they did last time they were like, you can have the weekend as a grace period to come back.
Yeah.
I just did it, like I changed my tickets because I was like, because I was supposed to come back Friday anyway, so I was like, well, it's pointless, otherwise I just have to like sit inside the train station all day in Montpellier because I wouldn't be able to like go out and explore, which was my plan. But like if they announce lockdown and we're like just hang out in our Airbnb anyway, and they give another grace period, then like we can stay until the weekend and come back as planned.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what I'm going, like, it's like we need breaks. I need breaks.
You're like, even if it's against the law, I'm going.
Even if I go to jail, though.
We went in search for some more food for those of us who hadn't gotten Chipotle, but got a little distracted at this jewelry shop.
Genre, il y a une petite pochette au cas où je peux servir. Merci.
Okay, we have a bracelet and a matching necklace, a friendship set.
How cute.
We continued our search for food in this giant mall. I really wanted some burgers, and Karen really wanted some waffles, and so we just walked around and looked for somewhere to eat. Can someone ask how much the churros are? How do I copy in?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
There's a way where you gotta drink and a dessert and a sandwich.
Oh, I'm not gonna get food here, but I want churros. So I just want to know how much the churros are. How much? For one?
Oh, here. Sure. No, it's not on here. Cookie Sunday, yummy.
No, it's gonna be expensive. Cookies are
Okay.
Aren't you though?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, for a basket of churros, it's
Yeah, for 4 of them.
for how much?
Just for 2.
$2.80. Okay, I'll get that. Wait, who? Wait, everyone ordered churros, and he's upset about making them.
He was just like, he was like,
Okay.
he's like 4 churros.
Okay, I ordered.
No, the cat.
This is a lot of churros.
He was like, after I ordered, she was like, another churros, and he was just like, 3 churros. And then when you ordered, he was like, 4 churros. And then I think that was when Karen was like, oh yeah, I'm too. And she was like, it's gonna be fine. She's like,
Okay, listen, you can't sell churros here in the 60s and not work. It's not flirting.
it's pretty flirty.
What winking is flirting. Oh, nice. How is it?
I'm having an affair with the churro guy.
Did they give us salt or no?
No. Yeah, I don't want to make her mad.
Yeah. So me and Laura were on Omegle because we were having a sleepover, as people do, because we're children. And we were talking to this one guy from Florida, right? And he like had 2 cats, and he kept calling one of his cats Fat Baby. And then he was joking that him and I were gonna get married. And I was like, okay, but you better call me Fat Baby for nothing. You gotta call me Fat. You gotta call me Fat Baby.
He was from Florida, just get this other
He had a little bit of a drawl, so he was like, hey, Fat Baby.
This is Papa's room.
So now we just joke all the time. They're like, hey, you better call me Fat Baby. If you don't call me Fat Baby, you don't love me. Happening my Five Guys. I like how this is like just an American chain, but
This has been a very American food day. Chipotle, Five Guys.
Oh yeah, it's that thing.
check it out.
Wow.
Oh, that's a beauty burger.
Yeah.
That is great.
I didn't get any of the toppings in red because I didn't know if they were included. Like in the price. I think they were, but whatever. Very good.
I went home after that burger because we have a 6 p.m. curfew, and this footage is just further proof that it did snow.
Okay, I literally just walked in the door and I checked the group chat from the girls, like everyone I was with today, and someone had sent an article saying that confinement is going to be announced at the end of this week and that we are going to go back into confinement, which is obviously like frustrating because we barely are out of confinement. It's frustrating because like, I mean, I'm not personally satisfied with the French rollout of the vaccine. There are a lot of problems around trust in vaccines in France. It's like actually one of the worst countries when it comes to anti-vax sentiments. And so, you know, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that people aren't following like the restrictions that are in place. Like I notice people going to work more even though they're not supposed to. I notice people coming home after curfew like not caring at all. I think, you know, I'm skeptical of a lot of the confinement measure or a lot of the measures that were put into place. Like I don't understand why we're allowed to go to stores and not museums, and you know, I don't understand how our curfew helps really, but I at least think that people should try to follow those more than they are. That being said, it is a much better situation than in the States because like everyone does wear masks. I mean, you can see like when we're in the mall, like everyone's wearing a mask unless you're eating. They're very strict on like where you can eat. It's very unusual to be able to eat indoors like we were able to today. And yeah, so we're talking about, I mean, the girls are talking about making plans for this week since we're gonna go back into confinement. It looks at the end of the week, and that also is probably maybe going to impact the vacation that you just heard us planning. Technically, the article says it should be for 3 weeks, and that would allow us to still go on our vacation, but not so sure that they're like being completely like 100%
real about that, because a lot of times they say, oh, it's just going to be 2 weeks, it's going to be 3 weeks. It turns into like 2.5 months. So yeah, but schools will remain open, which as an au pair is really the most important thing. I can still manage as long as schools remain open. Yeah, but kind of disappointing. Hopefully things get better eventually.